Greetings, boys and girls. It is I, everyone's favorite master of misery and king of cringe, future horror host, Emperor Jonwayne Frankenstein. Actually, we're hosting a movie right now, which hopefully will be able to enhance with our AI friends later. You already got to see an AI rendition of us hanging out with the creature for this movie. Joining me today is my innocent victim, Big Jim. And if you happen to be in the Oshkosh area, you could be the victim. Just leave a message in the comments or contact me on Facebook, and perhaps we could watch the next movie together. Now, as you may or may not know, our purpose here is to subject our innocent victim to a great classic cheesy movie, one of the long-lost legends of lore. Today, we're going to be watching The Creature from the Haunted Sea. And you'll be able to watch me and Jim react to it. We'll make some comments here and there. Now, this movie is created by Roger Corman, one of the great director, producers, and writers of all time. Someone that's done hundreds and hundreds of movies, several which are in the public domain. Now, he recently died, which is why this month on May 8th, which is why we're doing a movie in honor and tribute to him, and why we chose the one that he always said was his personal favorite movie. I'll explain why it was his favorite at the end, because otherwise we might just spoil it for you, and that would be a little bit naughty. Take away some of the fun. Now, Roger Corman's done a lot of other great movies like Death Race 2000, Battle Beyond the Stars, Frankenstein Unbound, just to name a few great classics. And he worked with Vincent Price and did several great movies. This one, maybe not so much, but it was a personal favorite of his. In any case, Jim, do you have anything to say for our audience?
No.
Do you want to say anything or introduce yourself?
No.
All right. Jim is just a happy man, and he's going to have lots of fun watching our wonderful cheesy movie.
Right.
And it's time for us to roll it!
I'm gonna kill you someday. I've already picked up the knife I'm going to use.
You can't kill me with a mere knife. Oh, I suppose I should warn you all that this movie is a strange compilation of a spy, action, comedy, gangster, horror thriller.
Something's supposed to be happening on the screen.
There sure is. Well, sadly, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but that's all right. We can fix that. Now, if I had a good editor and someone to help me make these, we could edit those mistakes out. And perhaps I'll have someone or the AI go back and take it. I shouldn't say that out loud while the movie's playing though.
I had to go to the Santo Domingo bomber. I had to find Agent XK-120 in my new room.
No one will recognize you with that fake mustache and those sunglasses. Just ask Clark Kent.
I looked around the room. Long training, my own instinct told me that the girl sitting at the table seemed the most likely prospect.
Tuesday. Mom, where's the kid?
Is that supposed to be a political remark?
I don't know anything about politics. Do you play?
I never worked if I can help it.
And then chess. It's a very interesting game.
So is this one we're playing. Would you like a drink?
I wouldn't mind.
Waiter, bring us a bottle of Chateau Marmont 1907.
1911 was a better year.
1911 it is.
We don't have any Chateau Marmont, but we have a good Chateau Beyond 1922.
Forget it. Make it a couple of rum columns, 2 of 58. Keep it. I had to be sure it was you.
XK-120?
Right. XK-150?
Right. Who's the waiter?
One of them. Thinks I'm on their side.
She was beautiful. I could have killed myself for wearing this stupid disguise. Now she would never know me as I really am. I'm leaving tonight. We'll keep in touch by radio. You have the code.
Point of fact.
Yes.
Point of fact.
Yes.
In point of fact, I've got my decoder ring.
Right. Pay no attention to her when I leave.
Right. Aren't you going to kiss me goodbye?
Right.
Comedy mustache should be stuck to her face now.
Well, they try really hard. I'm not saying they succeed, but they try really hard. In fact, they try so hard that it's funny because it's so unfunny. I mean, this is one of the movies where they say when they're so bad it's good. Well, it is in a way. It's entertaining. And it's bad, really bad. It's like, what drugs were they on when they made this stuff? I don't know. But, well, oh, God, and wait till you see the monster. Wait until you see the monster. Oh. It is impossible to take this monster seriously. Like that animated drawing of the monster looks better than the monster in the movie itself. That's how bad it is.
The 20th century occurred in Havana, Cuba. The revolutionary victors marched in, and the national complexion changed completely. They had been liberated. The survivors of the old regime escaped as best they could, taking with them only a few meager effects, such as the Cuban treasury and other art objects. It wasn't always easy to smuggle or loot out of Cuba, And so, secret meetings were being held all over the island. This story of robbery, double-cross, and murder begins with just such a meeting.
Dramatic, suspenseful music.
Are you Renzo Capetto?
I am. Who are you?
Never mind who I am. It's the mission that counts.
Let's get on with it.
As an American gambler and gangster, you're above suspicion. Of course, you know that our government has been overthrown.
You know, I heard that. Shut up.
But not for long. We'll be back. And if you think you're seeing executions now, oh boy.
Bravo.
Bravissimo. But of course, in order to finance a great counter-revolution, it has been necessary for us to steal the Cuban treasure. Shut up. Let us proceed. You're going to lose your casino, so you'll be leaving Cuba anyway. You have a big yacht, and you can leave anytime you wish, such as immediately. Therefore, I'm going to entrust you a solemn trust. Here we have 1/4 of the Cuban treasure. Your group, General Tostada, Coronel Cabeza Grande, and a squad of men will proceed to Ciudad Trujillo. There you'll wait for us to contact you and relieve you of the money, 1/5 of which will be paid to you. Do you understand?
I get the whole picture.
Now you do the rest. Señores? General Tostada, Coronel Cabeza Grande, Señor Renzo Capetto y...
My name is Happy Jack Monahan. Glad to meet you, Jim.
Mis buenos amigos americanos, nos cabe el honor de preservar el honor del honor cubano. En un solemne acto de confianza han confiado en nuestras confiables manos ese botín con el cual reconstruiremos todo lo que Castro piensa construir. Yo saludo.
And now, the gold. You two had better get into the car.
General doesn't know any English, Señor Capetto. I'll be his translator for you. Bueno?
Bueno.
Bueno. Métanse al auto.
Now it's time to go. Adios.
Adios.
I'll see you later, huh? Well,
No es bueno. Just saying this movie, no es bueno. Because they're like, bueno, bueno, bueno. Never mind.
The first move in the great conspiracy had been made. The Cuban treasury was now in the gentle hands of Renzo Capetto, the most trustworthy man ever to be deported from Sicily. They thought they were smart. But little did they know that I, Sparks Moran, was an American agent. Luckily, I had been able to work my way into the crew by posing as a notorious gum machine burglar from Chicago. My real name is XK150.
Hey, you. Come on down here and help with this.
How'd it go, Bugsy?
We had a hairy little chase, but we got the stuff.
Crazy.
Hey, Colonel Grande, you can bring your men aboard.
What happens with all that mob?
I don't know.
I thought we'd just have an officer or two, but it looks like we're gonna have a little difficulty.
You think of a way to remove them and grab that loot? 'Cause you're my big, strong, swinging brain.
You're sweet, baby.
Tell them the plan right in front of everybody. Great idea.
Hi, sis.
Well,
Hi, baby doll. Did they scare you?
Just a little.
Oh.
All right, boys. Get ready to go.
most of them don't
Pete,
speak English. So
take
it
the
doesn't
wheel.
matter.
Jack,
Just kind of
you
fun.
and Clarks or Sparks, get ready to cast off.
Well, this is a beautiful night for sailing.
So they're like these overlords trying to sneak out of Cuba after a revolution, and everyone's hunting them, but nobody's at the ports paying attention, and they're going out there in their full uniforms, no disguise.
The big cheese was Renzo Capetto, alias Capo Rosetto, alias Rado Pizzetti, alias Zeppo Staccato, alias Shirley Lamore. At
That's a lot
15,
of
he served his
aliases.
first stretch for rolling a drunk in the lobby of the Waldorf Astoria on New Year's Eve, 1934. In 1940, he was involved in an unsuccessful attempt to nominate Benito Mussolini for the Republican ticket. During the war, he was rejected by the Navy, Marines, and the SS. Now deported, he has retained his contacts with the syndicate and is still regarded as a dangerous character. Mary Bell Monahan, alias Mary Monahan Bell, alias Bell Mary Monahan, alias Monahan Mary Bell. They say she was a gun moll just because Lucky Luciano gave her a Rolls Royce every Christmas. And they can't really prove that she sneaked into the Hollywood Bowl with a Tommy gun and rubbed out the convention of police chiefs in 1956. Oh, I know that she got nailed cold when she was pushing heroin in the laundry room in Boys Town. But I'm willing to give anyone the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Especially when she's as crazy looking as Mary Bell. This is Happy Jack Monahan. So called because he developed a muscle spasm in his cheeks from watching too many Humphrey Bogart pictures. Happy Jack's record is brief. His only crimes having been committed after his sister, Mary Bell, talked Renzo into giving him the job. Up until that time, Happy Jack had been a tennis bum, sleeping under the bleachers at Forest Hills and mooching nickels in the BMT subway. Since taking up with Renzo, he has become a well-known dice loader and murderer. The most member of the Dark Quartet is Pete Peterson Jr., son of Pete Peterson Sr., famed vaudeville bird mimic. Pete Jr. inherited his father's talent for animal imitations, but unfortunately blew his brain out of whack while imitating a whooping crane at the Elks Convention picnic in Oshkosh in 1942. Since then, anyone has been able to convince Pete of anything.
Hear that? He comes from Oshkosh, just like us!
Jones Beach, and took him with him in his exile. Since then, he has been Renzo's faithful servant, shining his shoes and rubbing out his enemies. In return, Renzo permits him to imitate any animal that comes into his head. That, for instance, was the mating call of a Himalayan yak. There they are, my shipmates. I didn't know where they were taking those unsuspecting Cubans, but I knew they were taken. And so, with grim faces, we set our helm against a perilous future.
And contrary to belief, not everyone from Oshkosh is completely and utterly insane like that individual.
Before I begin,
Some of them are quite
anyone
intelligent
anything to say?
and composed like myself.
How about you, Jack? What do you think we should do? You, huh?
Oh, now, honey, is there any way for Maribel's big man to talk?
Now, look. We've got to get rid of at least half of these Cubans without making the rest of them suspicious. There used to be a Cuban fisherman by the name of Hemingway. He got hooked on a sea monster in these waters a couple of years ago, and he was dragged for miles. Got a lot of publicity. We're going to show these boys the greatest sea monster they ever saw in their lives. Jack, in my trunk, there's some garden rakes used for weeding tomatoes. You get them and sharpen them like scalpers. Pete, you mix up a mess of
olive oil and green ink, and start some seeds from over the side. Now, Jack, what are you going to do? Sharpen up the garden rake? Good boy. Pete, how about you? Does he have to do that? All right, Jack, do it.
It's like they don't need a sequencer, they just need one Tommy gun and then they're all set. Just mow these people down, toss them overboard, and just keep the money.
We had a good life together.
I mean, why bother with the sequencer?
No, it thinks.
Because if they didn't, they wouldn't have this cheesy movie!
Remember that wonderful trip we took to Monte Carlo?
You mean the time we heisted all those $100 chips? Sure.
I'll admit, I couldn't really hear anything through that door, but I was sure they were up to no good. I knew it was up to me to stop them.
Now our awful ladies and past the sunny nose.
It's like a second honeymoon.
You know something? We ought to get married.
Now don't be a drag, baby.
How much Jack do you think in those strong box?
There's plenty of Cuban sugar, though.
What are we going to do with all of it?
Oh, no. I always wanted to open up a home for these husbands.
Baby, you got a heart as big as all our dollars.
Getting married is such a drag! Don't be a drag!
An agent lives in constant peril. I devised my undetectable radio set using simulated hot dogs for knobs and tubes inside of dill pickles while watching a number of sewer workmen during lunch hours. It comes in mighty handy, believe you me. One little slip and I could be headed for Davy Jones' locker. Hello, Havana. This is Agent XK-150. Over. I'm making my first official report. So far, not too much has happened, but I'm anticipating. Renzo Capetto and his gang are on board as suspected. I am with them. I will call you again soon, one of these days. This is Agent XK-150 signing off.
What's happening?
Just having a bite.
Gee, that looks good. You mind if I join you?
There's supposed to be French here, right?
Well, it does have electrical components in it.
Come on, Mama. Great.
Oh, Chimama time for the Cubans.
Encantadora y hermosa María. Y lleno de ustedes. Good morning, you gorgeous, beautiful creature.
Would you ask the devil to remove himself from my presence?
Ella dice que muy buenos días a usted en general. Esto para mí es como una flor del mar, como un ángel de Neptuno sonriendo en el mundo. Did you know that you're a golden angel flower singing?
Would you tell the general that I feel that he'd be roasted home, barbecuing slowly over a hot spit?
Ella dice que mi general es un hombre muy digno y de gran empuje.
You must be a glutton for punishment. Well, now, what do you want?
You're too good for this life. You're young and you're innocent. You should get out. Only here you're good.
Let's see, a murderer and a heroin pusher.
Are you unwell? The getting is great.
You're a victim of circumstance.
I tried.
You tried. You're a criminal killer.
I'm perfectly adjusted to my life of crime. Now, what is your story?
Oh, well, you see, I'm beyond help. But you're not. You can find a clean young man to marry, and
I haven't got the time.
so I can help you, Mary Bell.
You can turn blue.
Don't worry, Mary Bell. I'll save you a guy.
That's a comforting alternative.
A secret agent should never sleep. But there I was, dreaming of Mom's apple pie, while up on deck, Renzo and his cutthroats were taking the first step, killing an innocent Cuban, and pretending some imaginary monster did it just so they would be panicked into changing course, so that Renzo could steer them to his own picked destination.
It's totally sort of footprints like sea monsters make, right?
Apparently.
Wait 1 minute, then give the alarm.
But what none of us knew was that the monster invented by Renzo had already been invented by somebody else. By a couple of other monsters, I guess.
Back it up.
Oh, I'm just gonna pause it so we can talk about it. Well, we're about a third of the way through it. So what do you think so far, Jim? God, did you get a look at that monster? It's like Grimace with big, fat, googly eyes. It's like Grimace and Cookie Monster had a kid and then dumped it in seaweed. Jim is speechless. I guess he's got no comment to make about that at all. So you enjoying the film so far?
No,
Not even at all, huh?
not really, no.
All right. Well, I guess we better get back to it so we can get done sooner than later.
Soldados cubanos, algo horrible ha sucedido aquí la noche. Dos de nuestros compañeros han sido cobardemente asesinados. Debemos encontrar al que cometió este cobarde asesinato para que esto no vuelva a suceder.
What he said? You know, says what happened. Well, I have an idea, you know, here. Please go ahead. I don't think it was anything human that killed your soldiers. Seen the tracks and the claw wounds on their bodies. Now, in my studied opinion, those soldiers were attacked by some weird creature from the sea. Came in, did your boys in, and vanished with them. It was so funny. That creature, how silly. Did you really think it?
¿Cuál es la gracia?
Este estúpido gringo cree que Alejandro lo mató un monstruo que salió.
¡Silencio! Este estúpido gringo tiene razón. Yo creo que esto solo ha sido hecho por un anfibio desconocido de aguas desconocidas.
You Colonel.
Well, the general says, you're right, it is the monster.
Estas aguas son muy peligrosas. Debemos trazar una nueva ruta.
The general says these waters are very dangerous, so we must run, of course.
Le dé vuelta a la derecha. ¡Ya!
De frente, marcha.
Got that? Our brave General Costello didn't miss an excuse to blow the trick in King's Court.
He's got a glint in his eye.
Pure gold. Maybe we won't have to knock them all off.
Ah.
You boys are getting careless. I told you to kill one, not two. Who was that? I can't just count. Okay, B. Take it away. Yeah, I thought it was only one. Well, I can't figure this out. So we were going somewhere I didn't know. Washington didn't know. Renzo didn't know. We all had to find out. Gentlemen, I think we ought to make a decision.
Start.
Now, has anybody got an idea? About what? About where we're going.
I thought it was to Ciudad Trujillo we were going.
Oh, no. That's been changed. Well, General Costello thinks we have to change course in order to escape the monster.
¿Por fin dónde vamos?
Caracas, Venezuela. No. I think we ought to go to...
Let's go to India. I've always wanted to see the second car.
Actually, I think we ought to go to Cannes. Really strange this time of the year.
Yeah, well, you listen. So strange, my friend. I always had a secret desire. I always wanted to go to Bali, you know. Bali. Bali? Bali?
We are not going to Bali.
Caracas, Venezuela.
No. We can tell the General that I am convinced we ought to go to San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Él dice que está convencido del único sitio puede ir es a San Juan de Puerto Rico.
This is Agent XK150 calling Agent XK120 via 190SL. Come into that.
Now, the first thing we've got to figure out is to escape this stinky monster. Now, if you take a look at the chart, you'll notice there's a lot of deep water just north of Puerto Rico. Too deep for the monster to live in.
Well, how do you know he can't live in deep water?
Because of his feet. He's a walker, and he's got to stay at the bottom. All right, stupid?
Right, Steve.
Now, when we get to Puerto Rico, we'll take the
A
small
walker,
boat to
right?
shore. Now,
Sure.
as an American, I won't
Because
be
sea
noticed.
monsters normally walk, right?
I'll take a
Right.
chance to see Don Cajito. Take the box with me.
I can say unequivocally, without the slightest qualm of doubt, that this gang is heading for Bali. I think the government should watch for us at the Panama Canal. Over.
Y no perderé de vista esta
I
casa.
think we wait a
Llena
while.
de explorar. We may go to Puerto Rico. But he wants to keep it from us out of his sight.
Okay, deal.
There it is.
What do you think of this, Buzz? Looks like a Portuguese fishing vessel to me. Good guess. But you're wrong. The Cuban Coast Guard. Looks like they're coming this way. Maybe they're looking for the gold.
Hey, Pete.
Tell some stars and men to take it off. Start shooting such a fish. Everybody keep your guns handy. I don't have any guns. Maribel. Then what have you done?
Ow!
Give them one of your guns, Maribel. Now let's appear casual. Maribel, sing a song.
Oh, this is making me cringe. Why did they have to try to make it a musical in addition to everything else? Roger Corbett, what kind of drugs were you on?
What Americans on a pleasure trip out here? I don't think we got any authority to take this ship. I think this is the authority to take this boat. Well, I can see there's nothing on board. I haven't seen anything. I'm going to take a look down below.
It didn't sound like a Cuban to me. I figured in this situation I'd better stick with Renzo, so I decided to knock out the leader of the Cubans with a fish I had on the end of my line.
Board!
I guess the timing gets a little more effective than a fish.
Right?
Pete. Listen, we better check the boat, see if there are any others. Renzo, you can stop singing now.
That's right, we're only having you sing awfully to try to distract these guys and make them not want to kill us.
Your talent is being allowed to molder away unknown to humanity.
Because your singing was that
You can be
bad.
a star. The toast of 3 continents, your name in life. Let me take you away and deliver you.
Just can't believe that you're real.
She was madly in love with me when she didn't know it.
Oh my God.
I think I can now land. Are we almost there?
Oh, about 6 or 8 hours.
Another lucky shooter. Pause the point.
You're ravishing.
Sick.
Listen, I have a plan. As soon as we get there, we'll wait for night. And when Renzo isn't looking, we'll jump off and swim for shore through shark-infested water so no one will follow us. Then we'll steal sailing day
Yeah, that's a
and
great idea.
head for Brazil. How do you
Yes.
like it?
Feed yourself to
I think it's
sharks.
grand. You ought to do it.
Well, I met you too.
Honey, I wouldn't ride on the same bus with you.
Now, Pete, I want you to listen carefully. Now, on the north coast of the Big Island is a teeny speck of land called La Isla del Borracho, named after one of Columbus's lieutenants. It should be deserted by now. We ought to be able to land there, huh? Good. Now, there's a reef around the island, a very narrow opening which we have to go through. I am going to run this yacht on the rocks, right at the entrance. Now, during the panic, we'll take the strong box, load it on a skiff, and head for shore. Now, Pete, when we get over 30 feet of water, I'll give you a signal. And then I want you to capsize the boat. You understand? Later, Pete, we'll come back and dive for it. You understand everything?
Sure. When we hit the rock, and then we put the box in the skiff, and then we dump it over 30 feet of water, so we can come back and get it. And that's the call. So we're not sure what that shouldn't be on board anyway.
He's just stupid and annoying and insane. And from Oshkosh!
Oh, so.
That's right, one of us!
Starting through.
Very well, I won't leave you, I'll never leave you. We'll bond together. My wife.
Wow, what a short memory.
All right, be calm, everybody. The boat's insured.
Boats and shore.
Everything went according to plan. Renzo's and the monster.
Row your boat gently up the creek. Merry, 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 going to the sea.
You know, this reminds me of one time on Lake Minnetonka. Louise Schmidt and I were paddling along, when what do you think happened?
General says you have your order as soon as he can estimate the situation. So you can tell our general. Johnny's through giving orders around here. Now look, you men have no money and you have no guns and you're on U.S. soil. That's all right, I'm on your side. Pete, I want you to search the island, see if anybody lives here. Jack, you take one of the lifeboats and row to shore. Make your way to San Juan and run us a fishing boat and plenty of diving gear. Uh-huh. Come on, boys. Oh, Colonel, you see if you can get your men to build us a lean-to or something to keep the rain off. Atención! De frente! Marque!
Yeah, that's pretty fast construction, man.
Great.
Could stay here forever.
That won't be necessary, Dave.
Why?
Well, the way I figure it, these Cubans aren't very much at diving. But Jack, Pete, and I are all pretty good spear fishermen. We'll go down, find the strong box, and hide it in a hole in the reef. After that, we'll tell the Cubans that it's no use. Give up. It'll be safe there for months, even years, until we're ready to come back and get it. You like it?
Brooksy, sometimes you are so smart.
Yeah, we totally just had a telephone in the middle of nowhere on, a deserted island.
Right?
Give me Havana, Cuba, 652314. Cuba. 6, 5, 2, 3, 1, 4. Oh, listen, I don't have the right ping, so would you mind charging that to my home phone, which is in Washington, D.C., in USA? It is 762-691. Estada Unida, Washington, 6, duo, 6, 9, duo, whatever.
Whatever.
Right.
Charging someone else's phone.
Service is terrific.
Haven't they ever heard of call and collect?
Hello, San Domingo Bar. Is there a girl there playing chess? You're right, I want to talk to her. Hello. I'll give you all my utilities and all my railroads for Park Place.
Not a chance. Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect for $200.
XK120?
Why, XK150?
Right. Listen, I can't really talk now. I don't know exactly what's happening or where I am. But I have the feeling that this case is about to bust wide open. I can't talk now. Someone's waiting to use the phone, but I'll keep in touch. Did you get that?
Repeat the last part of that message.
I'll keep in touch. Did you get that?
Right. Which way do I turn this Dakota key?
Left.
Left?
Right.
Right.
Apparently it's not such a deserted island after all. Just another random attempt to be silly, I guess. I guess it's the Ministry of Silly Walks.
Okay.
Yeah, Roger Corman had this weird thing about having stupid criminal thugs fall in love with slightly large native women.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Man.
Pete, aren't you going to introduce me to the lady?
The beautiful Renzo.
Very lovely. Where did you meet? Oh, no.
That must mean they're in love.
Oh, no, there's two more. No.
I wish you many happy returns of the day.
Well, isn't that a ring you're wearing, Miss Forcina Perez? It's a wedding ring.
Oh. Apparently she's not particularly fond of her husband.
Right?
Hello.
Get the equipment. All about 20 bottles, 10 regular mass beer guns to work.
Well, what's in it as usual? Well, okay, we're going to start diving this afternoon.
I brought something else home with me, too. Carmelita, I'd like you to meet Renzo Capetta, my sister Mary Bell, Mr. Pete Peterson, and, well, I don't know who the large woman with him is. Forcina Perez.
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
You found this woman in San Juan?
Well, she was living in a sort of sorority house down by the dock. She's awful friendly.
Right.
Why don't you come on with me, honey? I'll show you our sorority house.
I have the honor to report that the men will be wearing an hour.
Gotta bring up the body count.
You mean your men are divers?
Yes, they are Cuban Army frontmen.
Ole.
Didn't plan on that now, did you?
My situation was intense. Mary Bell was weakening, as I'm sure you've noticed. Then she came into my life. I didn't see her coming, but somehow I sensed her presence and knew that my life was changed forever.
Hello. Who are you? Sparks Moran.
As a trained espionage agent, I could tell that she was attracted to me. But I wanted Mary Bell, and Mary Bell wanted Renzo, and Renzo wanted to go.
The men that are native to this island must really suck with the way the women just throw themselves at random strangers.
Well, I just assumed the guy from the movie was probably just a prostitute. He's just expecting to get paid later.
Ah! Uchi Mama Rama time!
Oh, the other one's just shooting at her husband. Certainly not going for that one guy for his mind.
So I think this movie is what you get when you order Creature from the Black Lagoon on Wish. Wish? Oh, that's a famous meme that pops up. Wish is a site where people make stuff and sell it.
But the sea was cluttered up with
And
Cubans,
sometimes the quality is dubious at
dispersed by
best.
General Tostada to search independently. All those Cubans alone in the deep. This was a chance for Renzo to again become a sea monster. A lonely Cuban had found one of the many wrecks on the bottom. And Renzo had found the lonely Cuban.
Yeah, maybe you should get a knife instead of a fork to stab that guy.
Might be a little more effective.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna plunger him to death. Yeah, I could just pull his mask off and then he's done. Very subtle.
Their attack was cleanly executed.
If you say so.
The victim was dead. The killers delighted. But not satisfied. Renzo must have another quart of Latin blood. We waited, sensing the dangers below. While the unholy three sought new prey. It didn't take them long to find it.
You think that trained Navy SEALs would be able to defend themselves a little better against a couple of idiotic thugs?
It's like the Cuban version of Navy SEALs, though, so, you know.
It's too dangerous for you here. Let's run away and live a little.
No, I ain't in love with Sparks Moran. See? Well, how can you be in love with him? He's an idiot. You ought to be in love with me. No, I'm in love with him. And I don't care if he's never see you again. Oh, if I'd only paid my life insurance premium, I'd kill myself. Oh, no. Don't get yourself for one hour. No, you come with me. I told you, come with me to the jungle. You see one jungle, you see them all. You come with me, you'll see and you like.
Senor, I'm very much afraid of this home.
Well, just pick up and go home.
No, I am enough. We will not stop until we have this rumba. From now on, we'll dive with beer guns.
Crazy.
So, must need to pad the movie a little.
Senor Happy Jack, this girl is my daughter. Her name is Mango.
Mango?
Óyeme, la novia lo dejó ahora por un idiota y el pobrecito, tú sabes, quería matar. Pero yo le dije que no lo hiciera, que él necesitaba una persona que lo alegrara. I was telling her what that no good of Carmelita do to you. I was telling her to cheat you up.
Gee, thanks, Porcina. But it really wasn't necessary.
Oh, you don't like Mango?
Oh, yeah, I like it.
Eso mucho lo que le ha pasado, señor. Eso es lo que le pasa a todo el mundo con mucha frecuencia. Es lo mejor.
She no speak good English, señor.
Well, I don't think that's going to matter at all.
Okay, I'm going back now. Mr. Peterson Jr. He is waiting for me now.
Adios, Porcina.
Adios.
Certainly making Puerto Rico seem more interesting than it probably actually is. What the hell was that? Oh, okay.
Are you all right, Porcina?
Oh, I'm all right, my hero.
Hey, what was that?
you to them. Them? Yes.
Tú eres muy dulce, aunque un poco estúpido.
Trifle
Oh, I don't know what you said, man.
Well, yeah.
But he sure was wonderful.
Nadie tiene que ser agradable con los extranjeros. Es como una especie de bienvenida para los turistas.
I feel the same way, Mando. I never felt like this in my whole life.
A ella le gusta que yo lo felicite así para poder venderle sombreros de palma de coco, sandalias.
Oh, I know, Mando. I know. Why, here come Pete and Porcini.
Se parecen a los premios más baratos en una galería de tiro.
Bro prices this shit.
Hi, Jack. Who's your friend?
Well,
This is Mango Perez, Porcini's daughter.
Gee, he's almost as pretty as her mother.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
Yeah, but can't you do imitations?
Well, I don't know. And I don't care, because I love her.
What? You gonna marry her?
Yeah, well, why not?
Why not? If you marry Mango, and I marry Porcino, I'll be your father. Woo! Hear my voice call with that. Oh, we cannot talk here. We cannot talk. My muscles and talk. He may be trouble. Yeah, I just had a fight with him.
You know, Pete, I'm getting tired of all this running around. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to marry Mango and settle down here. Well, I could start a tennis club.
They don't have clubs. They have rackets.
No, you're right.
But you know something, though? I'd like to do the same thing myself. Say, why don't we rub them all out? And this way, we can keep the strong box for ourselves.
Oh, yes. Well, even Mary Bell?
Gee,
tell everyone to just keep
Well,
it
she
going.
is my sister.
Who'd have thought that gangsters are untrustworthy?
Yeah.
Sure.
And you get over losing Renzo?
Sure.
Well, how about it? Is it a deal?
Sure. Besides, they've been cheating on their income tax anyway.
Ay, ya yo me estoy cansando de esta jeringonza. Vamos a nadar bien. Mango, she won't go swimming.
All right, sure.
Where's Pete and the boys? They know we should be diving this afternoon. I think they're somewhere in the jungle. Señor, usted está proponiendo una cosa sucia. Le pido una satisfacción. What's this? Well, what is it?
This man's wife is playing around with Mr. Pierce. He's very angry.
That's tough. Mire, lo único que puedo hacer es venderla. Yo creo que $50 si una caja de sardina está en orden.
This man wants to sell you his wife for $50 a kilo. Wow.
Television nuts.
Dice que está loco.
Señor,
Trying to sell his wife.
Ahora estoy $100.
Maybe he should.
Will you talk a little more busy?
Oh, sure. I was hoping to cut down to 20 for a piece of skin.
You're nothing. Who wants to buy his improbable wife? Come on, Joe, let's start. Let's get going. Another swell. De nuevo a sumergirnos. Una, dos, y tres. Una, dos, y tres. Una, dos, dos. Tres. All right, baby. Listen, you hold on to these because I can't use them without Peter Jackson helping me.
I'll keep you warm for you.
Renzo Capetto had at last found the strongbox. And the unknown partner had found Renzo Capetto.
Do what?
Don't play games with me. Why'd you kill her?
Jack, I swear I had nothing
I
to
said don't play games. We all saw it. The same 5 incisions and the brown mark from that stupid toilet plunger.
Why'd you ask Maribel? I gave her the rakes before I went under.
That won't play. You had 2 more in your trunk, just in case you said, remember?
Yeah, I remember, but they're still there. I can't convince them, honey. Maybe you can.
Sorry, man. But I'm gonna have to go home with Jack.
You think I did it?
Well, what else can I think? You made that monster up out of thin air, and don't try to tell me it's real. And now that's you.
So I am. I always believed in it.
But it's gotta be real. Either that or the Cubans are trying to kill us all.
I can't buy that.
I don't care what you buy. From now on, we're gonna die with fear like the rest of them. We've got to get rid of the rest of those Cubans as quickly as possible. I will start tomorrow morning with tostada.
Jack?
Pete?
Possible death notwithstanding, the courageous general and 2 of his men dove once more into the deadly sea. But, as usual, they were not alone. Renzo waited for them to separate. One pulled away, and then there were 2.
Spear guns. Just don't forget the stupid plunger.
Right?
Tostada went all alone into the forbidding void, with the
Yeah,
killers
let's see what's the
closing
plunger
in.
going to do underwater anyways. I mean, if you pull their mask off, they're going to drown either way. Look at that.
The giant observer stood watching over a pathetic bit of cloth, all that remained of Mango. At last, Tostada had found his gold in his own watery grave. The general died as all generals should.
Spear guns that actually
His
fight.
greedy murderers let his body drift away while they congratulated each other.
Well, if they actually fired, they'd have to have stunt doubles.
Happy Jack found the scrap of a dress and knew what had happened to his beloved. Suddenly,
God help me. See, that one fired. And, I think they got that actual stuff coming for the monster.
Don't touch me.
Oh, honey.
Go ahead, try to talk yourself out of it. Try to talk yourself cool this time.
Baby.
Go ahead, tell me the Cubans did it. Only they were on board pulling at the gun. Now, who was down there with that?
No, baby, you gotta believe.
I don't have to look at you again.
Maribel, I saw what he did to you. They killed your brother. And now you've got to leave, Maribel, and there's no one to help you but me.
oh, Maribel, I love you so much I could split.
Get on. Who has to you do to my man? Oh, shut up.
He punched him.
It was dusk.
That's great.
I could tell because the sun was going down.
the army is finished. I knew when the general died. I don't care about the cops anymore. I don't want him to kill any more of my men.
Neither do I, Colonel.
I think we must go to Ciudad Trujillo in the morning.
You can go anywhere you like. I'm going home.
To America?
America? No, I can't go back there anymore.
Cicero.
Oh. I got an uncle there who's been after me for years to help him stamp grapes. Beginning to appeal to me.
Mary Bell hates me.
I know. But I love you.
Kind of nice having somebody love you.
Why don't you try to love me? You might like it.
I guess I can try.
She pressed her hot Latin lips against mine, and I forgot everything but Carmelita. But our silent partner was not going to let me forget. This was it. There was but one thing a responsible, trusted representative of the United States government could do at a time like this. Get out of there.
There you go. I'd just like one more chance to explain. Please.
All right, look, doesn't really matter. No matter where you go or what you do or who you kill. I love you till the day I die.
Be very soon. He's like, bye. He's like, I'm not doing anything about that. That's your problem. He's one less person at the ship to kill with. And they're like, yeah, we're just gonna get the hell out of here.
That's right, they're a good distraction.
Yeah, the smart ones are just gonna leave. Yeah, because
Renzo loved Mary Bell, but he was the skipper and decided to go down ahead of the ship.
Maybe you should get that paddle as a weapon.
yeah, monsters aren't that fast. You can literally just like walk away from it. Oh, apparently it moves a little faster on land.
Which is strange, since he's a sea creature.
Right.
Carmelita, I've never known a girl like you.
You spent your whole life in a monastery?
Carmelita, I love you and I want to marry you and take you away from all this.
That I would like it, I think.
Of course, we'd have to live on the salary of an American spy, which is $41.50 a week.
I don't care. You're so strong, so intelligent. You see how you solve this whole thing? You're the smartest people in the whole world.
I'm not really as smart as I look, Carmelita. You see, I have to admit that all that time I thought Renzo and the Cubans were trying to steal that strong box. But I was wrong. The real killer was the monster.
So what? You're beautiful.
So I got the girl. And guess who got the gold?
So that was the creature from the haunted sea. And the reason it was Roger Corman's favorite movie is because it was one of the few movies where the monster won at the end. He killed everyone except the main hero who decided, screw that, I'm going home.
Yeah. Well, that is amusing.
Yeah.
They probably didn't have that happen that often back then in movies.
No, monsters very rarely won in those days, like never almost. So yeah. So that's why that was Roger Corman's favorite movie. Oh God, I don't know. That movie was something else though. How about that monster? What do you think about that thing? I would have probably...
I've seen worse.
That is true. I've seen worse too. In fact, Roger Corman made several monsters that were worse. Oh boy! Like crab creatures and the creature that conquered the world. Oh my God! The Brainiac. The Face Without the Fiend. Oh geez. And just wait, we'll watch them all someday. Now the next movie we're going to watch is actually pretty good. We're going to watch The Island of Dr. Caligari, because that's one of the first horror movies ever made. It set the standard. It kind of had the first prototype monster, even though he didn't really look like a monster. He actually kind of just looked like an emo goth kid, to be honest. But, oh well. That one's significant because Rob Zombie's Living Dead Girl was a video that was like an attempt to recreate the Cabinets of Dr. Caligari, and Korn had a video, Forsaken, that was part of the Queen of the Damned soundtrack, that also had a video that was inspired by the Cabinets of Dr. Caligari. And of course, in the future, whether we show good or bad movies will depend on the shares, likes, and comments we get. So, we have all sorts of fun stuff to look forward to, Jim.
Right.
Have anything to say before we go?
No.
All right. Have anything to say about this movie?
No.
It's like they tried so hard to be funny, and they tried so hard to be funny that they were absolutely funny. And that's the best part about it.
Well, they were funny, just not in the way they were trying.
Right. It was funny because they tried so damn hard and utterly failed. We'll catch you next time, boys and girls. Until next time, enjoy the daylight!